Oh gosh, this hair. Hi guys, good morning. Okay, so I'm going to share on my pages, my business pages. Hold tight, guys. Hold tight. If you're just coming on, say hi, where you're from. Thanks for the likes, guys. So early for the likes. I love it. Cool beans. Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. Okay. I am going to go ahead and start. First of all, I think everybody knows by now that I am going to Asia for 3 months. So I'm cleaning out my apartment. And number one, oh, my hair is really out of control right now. Number one, my apartment is so dusty. Guys, I will never let another apartment of mine get so dusty like it is now. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know if you can see my eyes, but they are puffy, and I keep rubbing them, and it's really not good. I can't even believe I slept in an environment like this. Like, it's insane. But, yeah, so I've been, like, sneezing. My eyes are, like, killing me. And there's also, like, this huge echo in my apartment because I just took down the large curtain for my outside. So, like, it's, like, nothing to bounce off of, basically. It's like an empty apartment almost. So, that's why I'm, like, kind of trying to lower my voice because I have a feeling everybody outside would be able to hear me. And although I feel like it's a good thing to hear, but I don't think that they welcome it right at this point, especially since it's kind of sort of early in the morning. Not really. It's not even 10 o'clock here, but it's really not that early, to be honest with you. Anyway, okay, so I wanted to jump on today, and I wanted to talk about how to accomplish your goals as a dreamer. And when I say as a dreamer, guys, it's a little bit different because we all dream, right? We all dream. When I say a dreamer, I mean somebody that's like head in the clouds. Good morning, Jerome. Thanks for joining. I mean somebody head in the clouds who really sees like the big picture. And usually if you're empathic, you're a dreamer. So if you resonate with that, this live is for you. So I'm going to, hold on. I have something on my screen there. I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself just in case there's anybody new on here. My name is Justine Lazie. I'm an intuitive and spiritual coach. I help people help heal themselves, empower their intuition to align with a better life. And I also help people get spiritually connected. And I'm also a huge empathic supporter. So, if you feel like you're an empath and you feel energy very deeply, let's chat, okay? Because I'm really, really big about that. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Thanks for the likes, guys. Look at this awesome mug. May there always be an angel by your side. One of my best friends got me that. Love it. Okay, anyway, so going back to the topic today. And like I said, everybody dreams, right? Everybody has goals. Everybody has things that they want to accomplish. But there's a certain type of person who then they tend to feel very deeply, right? And they tend to be the empaths. Who are just dreamers, who can't stay focused and stay present. I feel like, my whole life I was very, very ambitious, and for some reason I just couldn't get stuff done. And that's because my head was just always in the clouds, right, guys? Like, I was just always seeing the bigger picture instead of the smaller picture. And when I don't mean like, dumbing it down or making goals smaller. I mean, I just kept seeing the grand scheme of things. And not really seeing how, focusing on how I'm actually going to accomplish the things I want to accomplish step by step by step, because, I'm a dreamer. So 4.5 years ago when I had my spiritual awakening, right, I had the call to be a spiritual teacher, leader in the industry. I didn't know how that was going to happen. I got into coaching, obviously. I got certified as a crystal healer because it interested me. I love crystals. I did things over the years that would help me achieve those goals. But at first, it came in so divinely clear that you get really excited because you're like, wow, I just found my passion, I just found my purpose. But it's actually really, really important to stay present and to really understand how those goals are going to be broken down, and how we're actually going to achieve them, right? So change actually happens in the day-to-day. It doesn't, when you're a dreamer, right, like you can't really see, you can only see the bigger picture, but really it comes down to your daily habits. Yeah, that's completely true, right? So I put together 3 things that I think are super important about accomplishing goals as a dreamer, and hopefully they'll be able to resonate with you. And if you have any comments or anything, guys, this is supposed to be interactive, so I love when you guys comment on my stuff. It gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart. So please comment if you have something to say, right? Okay, so the first thing is, like I said, things happen in the daily, right? So make daily, monthly, and even yearly goals. And write it out, guys. There's a lot to say about a dreamer who has a bunch of stuff in their head, right? Like, it's time to put things out on paper and write it out. What do you want to accomplish on a daily basis? What do you want to accomplish on a monthly basis? And then go out to the year. I wouldn't go further than that, to be completely honest with you. Because that's part of, feeding the dreamer part of you, right? So, make daily, monthly, yearly goals and just, obviously try to accomplish them as best that you can. And that'll also help you with the clarity piece, right, guys? Because like I said, when I first got my download of being a spiritual teacher, I really didn't know how it was going to happen. I said, me? Of all people, me? It's going to be me? But it made sense, as the last 4.5 years unfolded. But writing down, what you're looking for and what you're looking to do is super important. So, yeah, write it out, get it all out, and, I guess it comes down to journaling, too, right? Like, if you journal, that's a really, really good practice. So definitely get it all out. The second thing, this is an interesting thing, because when we have, hi, thanks for joining. Hi, Joe. When we have these specific goals out, right, so you've written down all your goals, daily, monthly, yearly, and we try not to stray from the path. But I say, I live in a world now where I feel like there's no black and white, right? There's all shades of gray. So at the end of the day, I always say yes to opportunities that can help you get there, even if it's a small step. Or, bottom line, if it intuitively feels good to you. Now, I know a lot of people are like, you can't stray from the goals, right? You can't stray from that path. I say stray if it intuitively feels good. That's the point. Because there are some opportunities, and the universe works this way, right? Because the universe, if you declare a desire, the universe will help conspire with you to make it happen. And that's 100% true. So if it reads your desire, right, it might provide you with something, with an opportunity, and just because you can't see it now on how it could possibly make your dreams come true or help you get to the next level, next step, I'd say if it intuitively feels good and you're excited about it, take it. But with that being said, there is something called shiny object syndrome. So just, do your best to kind of figure out the difference, and be intuitively aware which one will take you down the path that you want to go down, right? So, because I'm all about steering from the path if it's the right path, right? Same thing with change, right? I'm all about change as long as it's the right change, right? Like, you don't want to go from a job that you hate to another job you hate, right? Like, we're trying to eliminate that type of thing. So if it intuitively feels good and maybe just at the moment you can't really, piece together how it's going to help you achieve your final goal and your final dream, take it anyway if you feel that intuitive hit as far as, what feels good and what doesn't. So definitely don't be super, super, super strict. Be open, but also keep focused on the ultimate goal. So that's number 2. And number 3 is, guys, don't give up. It's not a passion, it's not a purpose if you give up, because it's not like a hobby, right, guys? It's not like an apartment that you just give up, right? This is not my passion or my purpose, but, it's not, you don't just give up on something like that. I mean, it's pretty much, I don't want to say dying. I mean, that's a little extreme, but it's pretty much, you might as well not be living, right? I guess that's a better way of putting that, because if you're really, really passionate and it's really, really your purpose, you will stop at anything to make it happen. And I know that for sure. And I know that if people really, really desire something, they won't stop. They won't stop trying to get it. And resilience is a big thing, because a lot of people that are successful have one thing in common, and that one thing is that they didn't give up. And I think that's really important to understand, because there are very successful people that have come from all walks of life, have very different daily routines, have different lifestyles, are men, women, short, tall, they drink, some of them don't drink, whatever it is, older, in their 60s, younger, in their 20s, whatever it is. But the one thing that they have in common is that they don't give up. And you can't give up, because this is your dream. And if you're a dreamer, you know that it will never leave you alone. And it will never go away. And that's really, people say to me, well, how do I know it's my passion or purpose? That's one way. It's not going to go away. It's not a phase. It's not going to be something that kind of just, is a fad, because passion and purpose is not fads. And I also want to add one thing. So that was 3 things. I also want to add one thing. Sometimes, and maybe it coincides with number 2 a little bit, but sometimes if you find your passion and purpose, it could show up in different ways. It could show up in a way that you didn't even know could be possible, or just be different from what you dreamt, right? So I just, I think it is so important to be open-minded. And you know what? Speaking of dreams, same thing with a partner, right? We can actually put this into our love lives, right? And plug this into our love lives. Be open. We never know what type. Like, we may have an idea, we might have a ideal person, but it could come to us in a completely different way. And I think that's so beautiful, because I know that the universe is always conspiring on your behalf, right? In your favor. And, a lot of things, a lot of bad things happen to us in this world. And I know that sometimes it's really hard for us to believe that, but it's true. And it's true by the way it feels, right? So, for me, it is so, so true that the universe just always conspires for us, as long as we're clear, and as long as it's a true desire. And I definitely understand that. So yeah, keep an open mind, for sure. So hopefully that helps. Dreamers, we can accomplish this. We can be focused just like everyone else, right? We can, use these steps to do the things that we're meant to do and be very successful and accomplished at it. I just know it. So, with that being said, I'm going to hop off. Hopefully this was somewhat helpful. Sorry, I'm not in the right place, in the right headspace right now with everything going on with my apartment, and all that stuff. So thanks for dealing with me, and I will be on tomorrow for sure, hopefully in a little bit of a better mood. Maybe I'll get some sleep tonight. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.